live. I wasn't expecting to do this live, uh, but I had to come to the store early this morning because I got a fish order in. So why not just go ahead and do it on live and unbox and show you guys what came into the store today. Now, some of these guys that I'm going to show y'all uh, was special requests. So when I have a customer that comes in and says, "Hey, I want this certain type of angel or this certain type of tetra or so on," then we order it through our wholesalers, and fingers crossed they have it. If they don't, then it might take another time to go. But I got fish in. Fish guy Logan, how's it going? Anyways, like I said this live was not planned, but I just got my fish order in, and I'm about to unbox it and get them acclimated, and do my thing. Oh, first bag we have here is the Fancy Mitts Veil Tail, medium size. I know those came in a pretty good size. I like those little the marbled ones. They look pretty. They look pretty healthy. Of course, and when I go and inspect all this, uh, I make sure there's no signs of illnesses and stuff. Hey, how are you? How are you? Well, these are angelfish. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what she wants. Now these, can you stick them in a tank with other fish?
They are aggressive. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean we've only got one tank. So will they kill the other fish or?
It's possible. What kind of fish do you have in your tank?
Uh, down here, we got a couple mollies,
Mm-hmm.
tetra. Yeah, we got one of them.
Yeah, I can't tell you can't have it. You can't put it in there. I can suggest not to because they will get aggressive. How big's the tank?
I mean, it's 37 pounds.
37. Now I have had a customer. Actually had a customer yesterday who got like different tetras and stuff, and they bought one of those too. And like I told them, I said there is a chance they might kill your other fish. I mean, they are aggressive. They're pretty much have to be in a tank of its own. But I have heard some people have had good luck, and the puffer never messed with the other fish. So it's it's a trial and error, hit and miss kind of deal.
Smaller tanks you
The 5.5 is the smallest. Yep, I think it's 19.99. You want backstage tickets?
The puffers were $30.
25. Yeah, from Paducah, Kentucky. Um, you can have like a sponge filter. They love plants stuff. Do you have another one? No, I sure don't. Where are you from, Rosario?
Are you gonna be here all day?
Yeah, till 6.
Wait for your mom. If I buy it,
Um, I think they range, depending on the size, I think they range anywhere from like $10 to $15, I believe. But I am out of the filters. I plan on doing an aquarium co-op order probably sometime next week and restock on all my filters and stuff. Yeah, if you do try it, I keep a close eye on it. If there is any signs of aggression, then I'd probably separate.
that's a thing I can follow. And then she is close to the town. Little bitty snails in the tank.
See, I don't know Spanish. If that even is Spanish. I don't even think that's Spanish. Yeah, that's Spanish. What's that? Yeah. So angelfish are like they're semi-aggressive. Um, you can have a really nice one. You can have a really mean one. It just depends on personality. But people do put angels with like platies and yuppies and stuff.
Yeah, we got Play-Doh too.
Mhm.
Yeah. He might stay here. He looks like
All the stuff.
we'll be back here in a little bit.
I've had angels in South America. Hmm. I did. You can actually see in there now, can't you?
said you're out of the filters. So how would you, if I couldn't get a filter, could I just put, I've got stuff to, I can't remember what it's called. Takes the chlorine and stuff out of the water. It's a big bottle.
That's Fritz Complete. I think I'm out of those.
Stand or something.
Mm-hmm.
I got some of that. Can you just take one and stick it in the water and maybe just change the water out every now and then?
I mean, if you're waiting on a filter, I mean, you can even like PetSmart's got those like air stones. You can put like an air stone in there as long as oxygen's getting to that water. I mean, that would be fine until you actually get a filter in there. But if you set up another tank, I definitely pull water from your other tank.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait for it to cycle and all that. Hey, Brandon. We're doing a fish unboxing.
Let's go keep the fish. Huh, what is that?
That's a flower horn.
Huh.
It's
How it is made.
Yep, how he was made.
How much is one of them?
He could be like a $400 fish.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did you have to buy them?
Did I have to buy him? No, he was surrendered to me. He outgrew his tank with his owner, and his owner changed his mind and wanted to do a bunch of schooling fish, so he surrendered him to me.
So we gave it
Mm-hmm.
to our problem.
We don't have a big enough tank.
Why is it high?
It's looking away.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
All right. Yeah, so Megamind is always a hit. He is a attraction. So Brandon, sorry, so I had a customer come in, so I kind of had to put a pause to it. But so right now we got some angels, some medium-sized assorted veil-tail angels. They came in really, really nice looking. I'm trying to find a good setup here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so I don't open the store up until 11, but my fish order came in at like 9 o'clock, so I had to come in early. And as soon as everyone sees that car parked up front, they come in and look around, but I never turn anyone away. So if I'm here, I'm open. Yeah, it's just not good business to turn people away. So, all right, let's see what we got. Now we have some 2-inch clown loaches. Now, of course, these guys are not fully colored. None of these fish are going to be fully colored due to the stress of transportation. Um, so all these fish came from Florida. So they've had a trip. So they are kind of a little discolored, but uh, once I get them in my tanks and established, they color up really, really nice. The hard part's just trying to find tanks. Oops. All right, now we got some tank rays, Julie Corridoras. Because I check for anything that could be wrong with them. I check for DOAs. I check for any signs of ick, any signs of fin rot. If I find the slightest little thing wrong with them, I will quarantine them in the back and bring them back. Doris. All right, y'all. Now we have some large neon tetras. And which the company I buy my fish from, they only do wholesale. But guys, the company I get them from, like their fish are amazing. Like I hardly have any DOAs at all. So, and I usually don't have any problems with their fish. So when I first started with this company, we would quarantine their fish just on the safe side, and but now getting fish from them for the past year. I mean, their fish have been great. Now there is some wholesalers, they not so good, and where you definitely would have to quarantine your fish. Uh, but there's some places you don't have to. So that's why I closely inspect every little fish. I say if I find the slightest thing wrong with one fish, then I'll quarantine the whole bag. Let's see, neon tetras. Put neons with the black family. I think that would be good. All right. Up next, we have some gold and green Corridoras. So for the ones that are coming in, welcome. I'm doing a open box fish order. So just show you all what I do when I get my fish, or how most business do it. So your big box chains, they'll acclimate the bags and they'll dump the bags in the water into their tanks, and that's a big no-no. Because I mean, if you have sick fish and you're dumping all that contaminated water into your tanks, then you're contaminating your tanks and all that stuff. So after I acclimate my fish order, inspect it all, acclimate them, everything's good to go, then I will net the fish. I'll grab a 5-gallon bucket. I will net the fish and then put the fish in my tanks. So, unfortunately, some places don't do that, and that's why they have a lot of issues. Now we got some little tiny little panda cories. These are one of my favorites. Let's put these guys. Put them right. All right, box number 2. Now these guys are female koi betas. This is how they come in. They come in little tiny little bags, uh, and I mean they're stressed. I mean, so they're not very well colored up. Uh, but once they get into their tanks and get established, the colors really start to pop. The female koi betas have been a very big hit here lately. A lot of people's been asking about them. So I think there's about 12 of them in here. Which I set up a tank. So I think I posted a video, but I set up a sorority tank right here, which this has been running for, I don't know, probably about a week maybe. But this is where my sorority betas are going to go. Right there. So we'll get them acclimated. Let's see. Midnight guppy males. I have some solid black midnight guppies. Really, really pretty. So if y'all don't know, the OCAs are coming up in November, and we Chattanooga Ed and Whip and I and John are going to be setting up our own little fish store at the OCAs in a room. So this year, y'all should come check us out at the OCAs. And there's a chance I might be going live. I think it's tonight. It's either tonight or Saturday. I don't remember, but I may be going live with Whip and Chattanooga Ed on Whip's channel. So y'all get to see me a little more. But what we got here are white wizard snails. So they're pretty. Now, I wouldn't have packaged them like this. So when we ship our snails, we don't ship them with water. We ship them, we put like a wet paper towel or something and and individually wrap the snails in a wet paper towel. Uh, and then we ship them out. That's what these snails need. Jeremy, how many of those snails you got? I have six of the white wizards. I swear, y'all, the hardest part on getting a fish order is just trying to find a tank to go in. Because you got to realize what fish you already have in that tank, what fish can go with them, uh, and all that good stuff. Let's see. These little guys are little dwarf pea puffers. Now these guys are popular. What you want for them? For the white mystery snail or the white wizards, the white wizards, I think I sell them. I think I sell them at like 5 a piece. But uh, message me. But yeah, little dwarf pea puffers. Now, what y'all think? Should I put them in with the figure 8 puffers? No, 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 no. That was a joke. I promise y'all. You know, I wonder how that would work. No, the figure 8s would eat them alive. Let's see. Alrighty. Oh, dropping keys. We got some more clown loaches. Morning, Black Max. Said no. Got a lot of clown loaches. Next in lines, the Cooley Black Loaches. Y'all, and the struggle is real. That's why I need a bigger store. Need a bigger store, more tanks. I wish I did. I think it was a couple of days ago. So I got a spot on this side, and I got 2 spots on this side, which are bigger than my spot. Uh, so that's why I've been really pushing this YouTube live, and hopefully get monetized eventually. I know I got a long road ahead of me, but uh, the rent is a little more expensive on both sides. But we I'm hoping this year I'll get to move and get a bigger store. So we got some veil tail cherry barbs. Pretty. I think I already had. Yep, already had some veil tails. Now I want to show y'all when what I mean. So you see how discolored they are? It's because they're stressed and all that. And I talked about once they get established in the tank, the colors really pop up. So here's my veil tails that I always get. Now you can see a huge difference in color. So these guys, like I said, those guys, once they get calm down, settle down, they'll color up. Now we got some male betas. We got some half moon betas here. Got different colors in them. I know I've had some customers who've been waiting on some betas. Hey, with the wintertime, business has been really slow. Love cherry barbs. Hey, Brand, the veil tail cherry barbs are, I mean, hands down the best cherry barbs. I love the veil tails. Now we got some Pictus catfish. Cherry barbs was the first fish. Have you unboxed our cichlids yet? I don't know if they came in or I don't know yet. I got one more box, so I don't know if the cichlids have come in yet. I said when I made this fish order, uh, those cichlids, I sent an email, but he never responded, so I don't know if he got the email in time. So it might be another week, unfortunately. But black mats, what cichlids? Are you talking about who is it? Oh, is this is oh shoot, I think I know who you are. You've already paid for the cichlids, huh? Alrighty. These guys, can y'all tell me what these guys are? I know some of y'all know. I know there's someone that don't know. What the yellow labs in? Yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay. I thought that was you. I just wasn't sure. I I said I got one more box. I don't know if I don't know if he got that email or not. I'll find out. And I apologize. I'm terrible with names. I know faces, but now like I have your face and now I see Black Matt, so I know who you are. The stick catfish. Uh the Farlowella catfish. These are Farlowella catfish. Now these guys are really good algae eaters. Uh Whiptails. I mean, I think they've been called whiptails before, but uh, these are Farlowella catfish. They're really, really unique. Let's see. 3-inch common plecos. Now, me personally, I'm not a big fan of common plecos. Uh, because they get so big, and then if you don't have the big enough tank, then you have to rehome them and all that. But they look very, very healthy. Goes where to put these. All right, so that's box number 2. All right, y'all. I am down to the last box. And I do believe, fingers crossed, Kanto's living pond. Oh, some people, like, are you talking about like a personal pond? I mean, some people put them out in their personal ponds, but some people, which I don't agree, some people will throw them in the river, throw them in the lake and all that. And which I don't like that. But I mean, if you have like a personal pond, uh, I don't. I mean, you can put them in there. Good toy. Yeah, I don't see why not. So next up are. I might have to wait on this bag. I know he's had his fingers crossed. I might have to wait and show this. But we got some Mbuna African cichlids. I think I see 1, 2, 3. I think, yeah, 3 is what I ordered for a customer. So Black Mats, yes, your African cichlids are here, buddy. All right, now we got some Dumbo Ear Red Dragon male guppies. Yeah, that's it. So when they first come in, their color is not the greatest because they're stressed out. But once they get established in the tank, their colors will really pop out. It's like this bag here is a little cold, so I know these guys are a little stressed. And then one other thing, guys, when y'all order fish, request them to double bag it. And hopefully they will double bag your fish. The reason being is because some places don't double bag, right? That material you gave us already has our tank parameters and shit. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, once you get that bacteria in there, I mean, it don't. You can put fish in the next day. It don't take long at all. But so fish likes these corners right here. Okay, so when you order fish online and they're in the bag and Sometimes they'll be laying down like this. Sometimes they'll be like this. If they're up like this, y'all, your fish, as you can see, they're going to go to the corner. They love the corner. Um, and sometimes they get stuck and get smashed with another bag on top of it. But so if y'all ever order fish from somewhere, I know a lot of places will ask for notes. Request a double bag your fish. So when they double bag, if they do it right, they will take the first bag and put it upside down like this to keep the fish from getting into these corners. And so you have a better success rate of not or having live fish come and not having any DOAs. So, and DOAs, if some of y'all don't know, I know I got some people in here. If you don't know what DOA is, it's dead on arrival. Uh, so when you order fish, like I said, put in your notes to request a double bag. And if they're a really good store, then they ought to know that to put this bag upside down to keep your fish from getting stuck in the corners to make square bottom bags. Yep, you could do that too. That is an awesome thing to do, Brandon. Some places don't do that. Um, I when I'm going to ship fish, I personally are probably going to do it like that too, and it'll save me on bags, you know. But usually, I always double bag everything. But but yeah, squaring those bottom edges. I mean, some places do that, some don't. So wherever you guys order your fish, you know, request that to double bag it or square the corners off, stuff like that. You know, because y'all don't want any DOAs and then have to take pictures of them in the bag, show them that they're dead, and send an email out, and then they'll have to go through the whole process again. Then you're risking of getting another DOA. It's a hassle when you order fish online, unless the people you order from know what they're doing. They're cheap. Yeah, I agree. All right, y'all. Last bag of the fish order. This wasn't a very big fish order because I still got quite a bit in my tanks here. But uh, a lot of these were special orders from customers. Then we got silver mollies. And it does look like I actually have and I think it was by accident, but a silver sailfin molly. I know they all might be sailfins, but that one's got a big sailfin on the top. And these guys, lucky spots, will go right there. So there you have it all. That is our first YouTube live fish unboxing. Like I said, I didn't get much. Only got 3 boxes, but the most important thing is happy customers. So All the fish, I had 0 DOAs. Not one DOA with this order, which is amazing. Now everybody is acclimating. They're getting their temps in the bags all warmed up for them, getting used to my temperatures in my tanks. So everybody's acclimating. So, like I said, this was just a pop-up live. I wasn't expecting to do this live. I know someone else, I think Foxy Fish is doing a live right now. Foxy Fish, if you see this, I'm sorry. But this was just spur of the moment pop-up live. Uh, but I just wanted to show y'all how we do things here at J&N Aquatics. Sometimes, like I said, I'll quarantine the fish if I find the littlest thing wrong with the fish. If I have a dead fish in the bag, I'll quarantine the whole bag. If I see one little tiny spot on a fin, I'll quarantine the whole bag. If I see any signs of fin rot, I'll quarantine the bag. Uh, I inspect these fish to the T. I am like a drill sergeant in the military, y'all, when it comes to the fish. I am very picky. I'm very OCD when it comes to the fish. Uh, I like supplying my customers healthy fish. I don't like supplying them sick fish and they die and all that. So I go through a very lengthy process. But this order that I got today looked perfect. Had 0 DOAs, no signs of ick, no signs of epistolitis, if I said that right, no signs of fin rot, um, no signs of any parasites, no signs of a sunken belly, no swim bladder. Healthy fish, y'all. So I am very pleased with this order. But I'm definitely, my plan this year is to definitely get a website up. I already have an app that's in the making. I just got to get with Naomi and figure this out. But uh, but yeah, like I said, we do have a website. We do have an app where you can go order fish, and then we'll ship the fish to y'all. But it's under construction right now. It's in the works. I'm hoping to have it up and running by spring or summertime. Uh, that is my goal, and get a bigger store. So, but anyways, if y'all are not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying to get monetized. I'm trying to catch up to old Chattanooga Ed and all the other famous YouTubers in the fish hobby here. I'm trying to catch up to y'all. I'm the little guy. But friend, share the lives. Check out our Facebook page. Check out our TikTok. Uh, all the support. We really appreciate y'all's support. It's amazing. Sent you a message. All right, I'll check it out. But hey, I appreciate all y'all that came in. Uh, I hope I wasn't too boring for y'all unboxing my fish order. But I probably plan on doing this every week. Every time I make a fish order, uh, I'll do an unboxing. I think that's gonna be good content, for YouTube. Do you just temp acclimate then plunk? No, I don't. I don't plunk it up. Uh, so what I do, what I do is I'll inspect the fish uh, very closely. I'll look for any diseases, any parasites, anything that's wrong with them. If I have a DOA in the bag, I'll quarantine the bag. If I have one little ick spot on a fin on one fish, I'll quarantine the bag. Uh, I am very, very picky on my fish. Uh, but I do acclimate the bags, and after acclimation, about 20, 30 minutes, uh, I will net the fish out of the bags. I won't dump the water into my tanks because I don't know what's in that water. It might be ammonia in that water. It might be high nitrite in that water. I know the nitrate is probably going to be crazy because those bags are full of poop. So I will not dump that water into my tanks. So I will get a 5 gallon bucket. I will net the fish out of the bags, and then I will place some in my tanks. Now, what you all did not see, which I've already prepped these tanks before unboxing my fish. So what y'all did not see me do was I took a little bit of aquarium salt, like a pinch of aquarium salt, and I put it in every single tank that I have here at the store. And what that does is it calms the fish down. Uh, it relieves that stress from being transported. And it helps if there's something that I have maybe missed. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I might miss something on the fish. But the aquarium salt is already there, it's already dissolved, and it will help cure the fish, hopefully. Uh, but yeah, just a little pinch of aquarium salt in every tank before I put the fish. In fact, I do it before I start opening the boxes. So, technically, there won't be any nitrates or nitrites, just ammonia because of the lack of nitrifying bacteria. Yeah, okay, you drew. I see. I don't know where their water comes from. Yeah, I don't know. So, um, I figured there would probably be nitrates. You know what? I'm probably going to test the water once I net out my fish, uh, and dump the water into the 5 gallon bucket. I'm going to test that water. I'm curious what the water quality is like in these fish bags. I may, I'll probably do like a YouTube video too of me doing the test. Uh, so y'all can see what the water would actually be like when you order fish and why you do not dump the water into your tanks. Because, you know, as we know, our big box chain stores, they do that. They just dump the water in their tanks. And that's a big no, 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 no. That's a no, no. Even my PetSmart, I've even told them not to do that, but they don't listen. I try to help them out, but they don't listen to me. Yeah, I'll put in fact, I tell you what, the angelfish was the first fish I took out. Uh, I've been on live for 54 minutes, so I could probably show y'all the process that I do introducing the fish into my tanks, and then we'll test it. We'll do it here on live. Y'all want to do it right now? Y'all want to test that water? Let me get my bucket. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. We gonna do it. We gonna. We'll go ahead and do it so y'all can actually see how I do things here behind closed doors. All right. So All right, so there's my 5-gallon bucket. Let me find me. Let me get my big net here. Okay. Gotta get my scissors. All right, let's see. Let me set you all up here. Oh, so y'all can kind of see. I think this would be a good. Let's do it. All right. All right. So if you're just now coming in, we just unboxed our fish order. They've been acclimating. Um, I have a process that I do. My process works a lot. I don't have a whole lot of issues. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the first fish that I unboxed and it's been acclimating for probably, I don't know, 50 minutes now. Uh, but I'm gonna show y'all how I introduce them to my tanks, and then we're going to test the water, the fish water that the fish come in, and see if there's ammonia or nitrite or nitrates, stuff like that. So let's do it, y'all. All right. So this was the very first fish. This is the very first bag of fish I took out of the box, right? The water is warm. They've been acclimating in my tank for a while. So let's do it. All right. Let me, I'll get my water catcher. Gotta make sure I didn't lose the fish. Which I didn't. All right. So this is the water. This is the fish water that the fish come in. So we said. Beautiful. So they're checking out. They're checking out their new environment here, which is a lot better than being in a bag. Uh, do you approximately know how many hours they've been in the bag? So I ordered these guys. Yeah, what's today? Today's Friday. So I think I submitted my order Wednesday night, and then they shipped them out Thursday, sometime Thursday, probably Thursday morning. Uh, and now it's Friday, so probably I would probably say 24 hours, roughly. Um, that would be my guess. I don't know exactly what time they ship them off. I know they were shipped yesterday, unless my days are mixed up and I ordered. Uh, I tell you what, Black Maps, are you still in here? I don't know if he's still in here. Uh, I would say about 24 hours. So usually when I put my order in, uh, they'll, yeah, I think I put my order in Wednesday and I requested a Friday delivery. So they shipped it out Thursday morning. And, hey, Jody, how are you? Uh, so I would say probably about 24 hours, if not more. So, but all right. So here we go, y'all. Jody, thanks for coming in. So what we're doing, we just did a fish boxing live, uh, or unboxing. Uh, I kind of showed what fish came in today here at the store. I got all these bags acclimating. Uh, they they have all been inspected for any illnesses or parasites, stuff like that. They've all been inspected. So they're being acclimated right now. But Branton is pulling my arm and forcing me to test the water on the fish bags. I'm just kidding. Branton's not forcing me. But I do want to know. It was a topic that was brought up on what the water quality is like with the water that the fish come in. Uh, so we're gonna find out. But someone had asked me if I dump the water into my tanks, and I do not. That is a big no, 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 no. That's a big no, no. Uh, so we are definitely going to test this water just to see what it's like. Yeah, Jody, uh, that's what causes problems. That's part of the reason why these big box chain stores lose like 70% of their fish all the time. Uh, because they just dump the water in their tanks. And their filter system's on one system. There's a big old filter in the back room. I mean, the thing's huge. I mean, it's like this big. It's huge. But it runs all the tanks. It cycles that water through all their tanks on one system. So if they have one sick fish in one tank, all their tanks are contaminated. Uh, so if you have one tetra that's got ick, I got 99.9% guarantee there's ick in all their tanks. You might not see it at first because when it first starts, you can't see it. Uh, but as the parasite gets bigger, then you start to see it on their fins and stuff. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'm testing here is for ammonia. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how's everyone's morning going? Five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. All right, so there's the ammonia test. Now we all know slow. We all know we gotta let this sit for 5 minutes. So we'll let that sit while we test for other stuff here. Let's test for nitrite. And as you all can see, it's already turning green. So the water that your fish come in, like if you order fish online, do not put in your tank. Do not put that water in your tank. It's on. I don't think it has been a minute yet, and it's already way high ammonia. One, two, three, four, five. So this one is nitrite. So according to the instructions on these test kits, it says check your nitrite immediately. Um, so it's blue, but sometimes I'll let that sit too. And if it starts turning purple, then there's a nitrite issue also. Uh, so I let that sit for a little bit. Over to nitrate. We want to do nitrate now. Nitrate. There's nitrite. That's high range pH. Nitrates. I am missing my second bottle of nitrate. There we go. I found it. Okay. I gotta go and see it. All right, Logan. Hey, thanks for coming in. We'll shake this up here. Ten. 10. We'll cap it. We'll invert this one a couple times. Then we'll take bottle number 2. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll shake it. So nitrite looks good. No nitrite. No ammonia, definitely bad. We all knew there's going to be ammonia in the water. There's your nitrate. It shows 0 right now, but I'll give that a minute. We'll see. We'll test the pH while we're waiting. Which I never really chase the pH. If you chase the pH, I mean, it's a process. Okay, so there's the pH. And we'll test the high range pH. Might as well do the full test. Brandon, this was a good idea. I'm glad you thought about it. I knew you was a smart man. All right, so test is complete. So let's flip the camera. All right, so this here's your pH. Now your pH shows that it's probably about, we'll say about 7.8. We'll say 27.4 to 7.8. This is your high range pH. This is your regular pH test. Uh, so I kind of find the middle. If it's dark blue, darker than what shows on the chart, then I'll test for the high range. Uh, but it's showing between the high range shows 7.4 on the high range, and on your regular pH, it's darker than the 7.6. So I would probably say anywhere between 7.4 to 7.8 on the pH. Your nitrate, this is your nitrate test here. Now, it's it's not yellow, like a bright yellow, but there's a little orange color to it, which is not bad. I mean, that's not a bad thing. So that there shows me that the fish poop in the bags there, for 24 hours, there's a little bit of nitrate in that water, which is not a bad thing. Your nitrite, absolutely zero nitrite in the water. And the concerning one is the ammonia. The fish get stressed out, they release ammonia into your water or into the bags, and that's where a lot of people go wrong. They're putting that ammonia into their fish tanks. They are dumping that water into their fish tanks. And they're wondering why they have ammonia spikes in their fish tanks. That is part of the reason. So, after everything, if y'all take one thing from me from this live, do not, when you order fish or get fish from your pet stores or fish from a local box chain stores, because I'm not saying my water is perfect. Now, I do test my water quite often and make sure my levels are stable. They're good. Usually I could tell when I have a ammonia spike because the water will get a little cloudy, and that's part of a ammonia spike happening. And then I'll immediately test it and comes find out ammonia is coming, and I'll do a water change. Uh, but I do test quite often. But as I was saying, if y'all order fish online, if you go buy fish from your big box chain stores, or even your local pet shops, you don't know how their water is. So the only tank you know how your water is your tank at the house. You know your water parameters. So do not introduce anyone's water into your tank because that's just going to cause you problems in the long run. Anyways, so I appreciate everyone, each and every one of y'all that came, hung out with me during the fish unboxing. Brandon, I appreciate you sticking around and telling me to do this little test in this water. You're an awesome dude. Uh, but I said thank you guys for coming in. Uh, I'm about to start taking these fish out of the bags because they've been acclimating for about an hour, roughly. Uh, but it's time to net them out of that water and dump the water out the door. So thank you all, and I will see you all next time.